Hello, this is Coach Mike with WinningStockCoach.com. Going to get going with a briefer version of a market overview video looking here at the SPX 60-minute chart. And the reason I'm focusing on this 60-minute chart is really with what I've talked about for several weeks now is a short-term trading mindset. Now, going into Monday's open, we're going to see a little bit of a gap down around this 1920 to 1923 area. But I really think the key areas for us to watch is about this 1912 point. You know, you see we had a bottom here, triple bottom here, and it's actually from that point that you've got to assume we could make an up move. In fact, the last 3 times we've hit that point, we made a pretty good up move. So that's the first point I want to focus on. Now I'm going to move over to the daily chart here and talk about where the target point would be should we fail that 1912 area. And we're going to be looking in that range, you know, around 1870, maybe as low as 1860. And, you know, sadly still, we want to remain short term in our mindset for the trading in that zone, but also at that point be a little bit heavier to the short side on the break of that 1912, or to make it easy to remember, the 1910 price point on the SPX. Now, I want to also go over to a weekly chart real quick, and I know this has kind of hard to read, there's a lot of stuff on it, but I want to focus on the similarities and the areas that we're talking about in conjunction with what we're at right now. Remember this area back here, 2008, we had the big dip, made some consolidation, even dipped a little bit lower before making that second weekly high. Back here when the market only corrected in 2011, we had the same type of thing. The second weekly high was again what told us if we were going to just, or had just corrected, or were going to crash. And the size of the up move here was actually the indication that we had just corrected, and the next down move was the long buy. So this time period though is what's consistent, and that's why we don't want to be thinking too far beyond a reasonable reality at this point, just because of the time frame it's taken in the past to really set something up. So again, as we go back and look at the 60-minute chart, short-term trading, so long as we're in this blue box, and that blue box actually does go all the way down here to that 1870 area. We want to watch early on to see if we fail 1912 to 1910. And if we do, we want to get a little heavier on the put side down into that 1870s area as a target point. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. I had uploaded a video last night, but apparently it didn't upload properly, and we're getting close to the market open, so I wanted to be brief but still have a good explanation on what to look at, what to expect, and help my members with the coaches roster with their planning expectations. Good luck and God bless.